Hey everybody, here's a little garden update. So here's the buckets that I put the Carolina Reaper scorpion peppers in. If you remember, they weren't doing so good where I had them, so I transplanted them to these buckets based on um, some YouTube videos that I saw with Peter Stanley. And basically, if you remember, it has vermiculite or perlite at the bottom, and then some dirt, and then the plants you put on top. It also has a little drainage hole there, so it kind of is like a bit of a aquaponics hybrid a little bit. So anyways, it's been a couple days and it looks like the peppers are starting to catch and grow a little bit. It may be my imagination, but they look a little better. I'll keep watching them. But because of that, I also had these ground cherries. Ground cherries are like tomatillos. If you ever seen them, they look like tomatoes with a little paper husk around them. But the ground cherries are like, they look like cherry tomatoes with a little paper husk, and they're really sweet. And they kind of grow and vine up like a tomato would, like a cherry tomato would. So I put them in these buckets here too, using the same system. Didn't really have any space to put them in. I figured, well, let's give them a shot. You know, that's what gardening's about, is experimenting. So anyways, we put those in there and we'll see how those do. Transplanting them from seed, and then the inside with the grow lights to outside, you know, it could be a shock to it. How's the other stuff doing here? Well, basically, the tomatoes here, I think I'm going to pick them. I don't want the birds to get them in. They really look to be about ripe here. There we go. So that's not too bad. To be honest with you, I've never had, you know, and it's July, I've never had the tomatoes like this be so successful, to be honest with you. Cherry tomatoes, yes, but these have always been a challenge because of the heat and the bugs and the things eating them. And so I had a good harvest this year off of these, and I believe these are determinate too. So the plant's not really going to get any bigger. It's going to die out, and so it's about time. And they're starting to crack a little bit here too. So I'll harvest a few more of these here. You know, that's what they do, determinants. They kind of come all at once, don't they? Yeah. If I leave them out any longer, they might get a little bit redder. They still taste really good, but then you got a chance that the birds and somebody's going to eat them. So I feel safer kind of picking them now. Let me grab this one. Okay. So doing that, and it rolls down the hill. The peppers here, they're kind of getting crowded out, but they're growing. They got some peppers.